Welcome to the Amazon, Earth's lungs. As you know, the Amazon is the biggest rainforest in the world, covering an area of about 5.5 million kilometers squared, which is about 2.1 million square miles. The Amazon rainforest is found in South America and covers parts of 9 different countries. That is Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, French Guiana, Peru, Suriname, and Venezuela. It's such a huge place that we often forget it's not one single country's territory, but a shared natural resource among several nations. Here is a closer look at the countries that make up the Amazon and their percentage share of the forest. The country with the highest share of the Amazon is Brazil, with about 60% of the forest within its borders. Then comes Peru with about 13%. After that, it's Colombia with 10%, then Bolivia with 6%, while Ecuador, Venezuela, and French Guiana each have less than 2%. The remaining 3 countries, Guyana, Suriname, and the Dutch territory of Curaçao, collectively hold around 9% of the rainforest. In today's episode, we want to show you what's going on inside the Amazon right now. So grab your virtual machetes and let's go explore together. We'll start with some good news and end with some bad news. So hang on until the end. There are 2 diametrically opposed forces shaping the Amazon today: destruction and conservation. And these are playing out in different parts of the forest at the same time. Let's take Brazil, for example. In 2023, the rate of deforestation in Brazil dropped by 30% compared to the previous year, reaching a 9-year low at 6,288 square kilometers. That's roughly half the size of Belgium. Now, this decline is mainly attributed to drier weather conditions, as much of the Brazilian Amazon experienced severe drought, making it harder to set fires for clearing land. But despite this welcome drop, the pace of clearing has remained higher than the average of the past decade. Meanwhile, in Colombia, the situation is heading in the opposite direction. In the first half of 2024, the country saw a surge in deforestation, with 11,368 hectares cleared. This represents an increase of 43% compared to the same period in 2023. What is alarming is that 65% of this deforestation occurred within the Amazon region. Zooming out globally in 2024, Brazil suffered the most significant loss of primary forest. It lost over 25,000 square kilometers of this precious ecosystem. Much of this loss is attributed to fires raging across the Cerrado and Amazon biomes. Dry conditions coupled with the El Niño weather pattern created a tinderbox effect, leading to extensive fires. These fires not only ravage existing forests, but also threaten the health of the iconic Pantanal wetlands. On the other hand, Bolivia has seen its primary forest loss increase by almost 5 times when compared to 2023. This spike is primarily driven by industrial agriculture and legal yet unsustainable logging practices. These numbers illustrate the precarious state of the Amazon. While there are localized efforts to protect and regenerate the forest, there are also intentional and accidental acts that are causing damage on a massive scale. But even in the heart of this green lung, life finds a way to not only survive, but thrive. Now let's dive into the astonishing facts about the Amazon that you probably didn't know. Number 1, the Amazon is not the world's biggest contributor to net oxygen production. Despite being known as the lungs of the Earth, the Amazon doesn't pump out as much oxygen as previously thought. Instead, the forest uses up nearly all the oxygen it produces through respiration, leaving little to spare for the atmosphere. This means that while the Amazon plays a crucial role in absorbing carbon dioxide, its contribution to oxygen enrichment isn't as significant as many believe. No, 2. The Amazon soil is surprisingly poor in nutrients. Contrary to popular perception, the soil within the Amazon rainforest is not rich or fertile. The lush vegetation growing on top does not necessarily indicate nutrient-rich soil. In fact, the soil is quite poor. The incredible biodiversity and thickness of Crosta forest come from the rapid decomposition of dead organic matter rather than from nutrient-rich soil. This process releases essential nutrients back into the ecosystem, supporting the growth of new life. Number 3. The Amazon is fertilized by mineral-rich dust from the Sahara. Believe it or not, the Amazon rainforest receives vital nutrients from faraway places like the Sahara Desert. Once a year, winds carry mineral-rich dust across the Atlantic Ocean, fertilizing the rainforest. This dust replenishes nutrients in the soil, supporting the growth of countless plants and animals. It's a natural way of keeping the Amazon green and thriving. Number 4, the Amazon conceals underground rivers. Yes, you heard that right. Beneath the dense canopy of the Amazon rainforest lies a vast network of underground rivers. One of the most significant is the Hamza River. This subterranean waterway is miles wide and holds enormous amounts of water. The presence of these underground rivers highlights the complex hydrology of the Amazon and its ability to sustain life even below the ground. Number 5, ants cultivate devil's gardens in the Amazon. Imagine ants clearing patches of land around trees. They actually do this to grow their food. The ants called Myrtle achista form what's known as devil's gardens. By removing leaves and other vegetation, they create small clearings where they can farm their favorite plants. Some of these gardens have existed for centuries, showing how dedicated these ants are to their farming practices. Number 6, uncontacted tribes still live in the Amazon. Despite the Amazon's vastness, there are still uncontacted or isolated indigenous people living within its boundaries. For instance, the Masako tribe in Brazil were only recently discovered and are believed to number around 200 to 500 individuals. Their way of life remains hidden from the modern world, showcasing the resilience and adaptability of indigenous cultures. The Amazon is not just a collection of trees and plants. It's home to millions of species of animals, many of which are yet to be discovered. The sheer diversity of life within the rainforest is truly astonishing. From colorful parrots to elusive jaguars, the Amazon teems with creatures both beautiful and fierce. The forest is home to the world's largest concentration of tree species. More than 50,000 kinds of trees have been identified within its borders, representing a quarter of all known tree species globally. This incredible variety of trees contributes to the complexity and resilience of the ecosystem, making the Amazon a treasure trove for botanists and conservationists alike. With so much life under its canopy, it's no surprise that the Amazon also shelters an extraordinary array of animal species. The famous Amazon River dolphin, also known as the pink river dolphin, is one such resident. These dolphins can reach lengths of up to 2 meters and are known for their intelligence and playfulness. Also, the mighty jaguar, one of the world's largest cat species, makes its home in the Amazon. With its distinctive rosette-shaped spots, the jaguar is a formidable predator, perfectly adapted for life in the rainforest. But it's not just about the big cats and dolphins. The Amazon is also home to a plethora of other fascinating creatures. Take, for example, the leafcutter ant, an industrious insect that cuts leaves to cultivate fungus for food, or the poison dart frog, a tiny yet vibrantly colored amphibian, whose skin secretes a potent poison. From the smallest insects to the largest mammals, the Amazon is a living, breathing testament to the wonders of evolution and adaptation. But the Amazon's biodiversity is not just about the animals and plants themselves, it's also about the intricate web of relationships that connect them all. The interactions between predators and prey, the symbiotic partnerships between species, and the delicate balance of the ecosystem as a whole make the Amazon a microcosm of life on Earth. Moreover, the Amazon's biodiversity is not merely a spectacle for us to admire. It's a vital resource for our survival. Many of the plants and compounds found in the Amazon have medicinal properties that could help combat diseases. Yet to be discovered, the genetic diversity harbored within the rainforest could hold the key to developing new medicines and treatments. The Amazon is a treasure trove waiting to be tapped, not just for the wonders it holds, but for the potential benefits it could bring to humanity. The Amazon isn't just a pretty place, it's a powerhouse for our planet. Here's why. The Amazon helps make rain, not just for itself, but for the entire planet. Its trees release water vapor into the air, which forms clouds and brings rain to South America and beyond. Without the Amazon, it would rain less in many parts of the world. It's also a giant carbon sink, soaking up huge amounts of carbon dioxide, a major greenhouse gas. This helps keep our planet from warming too quickly. The Amazon takes in about 2 billion tons of carbon dioxide every year. That's the equivalent of 400 million cars. And here's something you might not know. The Amazon is a big deal for food. About 1 in 10 people get some of their food from the Amazon. It's a source of protein, vitamins, and minerals for millions. Plus, the forest helps keep our plates full in other ways. The Amazon influences weather patterns that affect farming around the world. Without it, food production in many places would be a lot less reliable. Oh, and did I mention that the Amazon also helps regulate the world's temperature? Yeah, it's that kind of forest. The Amazon is in big trouble, and it's not just the trees that are suffering. All the amazing animals that call the Amazon home are at risk too. When their homes are destroyed, they lose places to live and hunt for food. And with fewer resources, they struggle to survive. Plus, as some animals disappear, other species that rely on them for food or other needs also suffer. It's like a domino effect, except with animals instead of blocks. Already, the Amazon has lost over half of its original size since the beginning of human activity in South America. And if things continue like today, the Amazon will lose another 20% in the next 30 years. If that happens, the animals will have nowhere to go. So we need to act fast before it's too late. If you want to protect the Amazon rainforest, there are plenty of things you can do. First, spread the word. The more people understand the importance of the Amazon and the threats it faces, the more likely we are to take action. You can also support organizations working to protect the rainforest. These groups work on the ground to stop deforestation and help animals in the Amazon. They also help local communities find sustainable ways to use the rainforest, so they don't have to destroy it to survive. Finally, make conscious choices about the products you buy. The products we use every day often have an impact on the environment. So try to choose products made from sustainable sources and avoid those that contribute to deforestation. Together, we can make a difference. The fate of the Amazon rainforest is in our hands. Will you be part of the solution or part of the problem? That's it for today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and share with your friends. Stay curious, and we'll see you next time.